Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to what may be our final show together. There is blood in the streets, y'all, and we are bleeding, and that's kind of fun. So everybody is really concerned. Bob, what are we doing here, man? What's happening? I got text messages. I got people worried. I mean, this is amazing. This is what we live for. This is where we figure out what we can do. Now, here's the thing. Today's going to be interesting because in the two accounts that I trade with y'all, we got some issues. I mean, we got some issues. And if everybody will make sure you are muted, so I don't hear y'all sneezing. Everybody. So there's blood in the streets, y'all. There's blood in the streets, and the market is, do this little correction thing. So make sure everybody's muted. Clark, I muted you. Everybody's muted. Now we go. So let's see how we dig out of it. I mean, it's going to be something, because here's what I did this morning, and I think you'll find this interesting. So I woke up this morning and I went and opened my spreadsheet and I said, Bob, hey Bob, is your spreadsheet right? Can we trust this? Or are you just slinging numbers out there? So I went this morning and I opened up all of these behind the scenes formulas. And I went to the Lucello book and I did a search for words, and I went through the entire book this morning, making sure that I was able to capture what Lucello wanted us to do with my concatenates. Now, he didn't know anything about concatenates and all this kind of stuff, but I went through here and I said, is this right? Have you got your formulas right? I said, Bob, because we're about to have to make a decision here, old Bob. You're going to follow the signals or you're not going to follow the signals. And it is hard to follow the signals, y'all, when there's blood in the street. It is hard. It really is. And I came to the great realization yesterday, though. So I don't want you to think that I woke up this morning because I was nervous. Not nervous at all. I woke up this morning, I just want to make sure that I'm correct in my algorithm and that I have captured what Lucello intended to. But after my review this morning, because y'all know how much I like sleeping until 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm a late sleeper. So I was up. Beth, what time did I get up this morning? She don't even know. I was up before Beth was up. And then we got up like.
I've been awake. You're not up.
Beth.
Bobby.
Stifle yourself.
Stifle yourself.
So I was up at 6 o'clock, not up, but I was awake. So, okay, Beth, is there not something that you can do a little more constructive right now than being here with me? I'm just joking. So anyway, I got up and I went up to the upstairs. I started working on my spreadsheet and I went through the formulas and I go, Bob, you're right, man. You've got the formulas right. And look, y'all, look what I fixed here now. What's this? So see, what's the strike price of this? What's this? I built this cool little button. What's this? 59.50. Watch when I do this. I go, boom, 59.15. And then this update. So all you got to do, what, Beth? What are you laughing at? So when I come in here, all I got to do is hit this little button, boom, and it will update and tell me what I ought to do. And I've double checked. Oh, and let me tell you what else I did too. I think you'll like this. Under the quarterly rebalancing tab, for those of you who are just dollar cost averaging and you don't want to do the AIM, and you're like, I'm just going to start out with $1, and I'm going to put in 500 a month. So that'll be 6,000 a year. And I want to put it in TQQQ. I've built this calculator for you that uses Lucello's Twin Vest. So if you're putting in $500 a month, and let's say you're trading on the first day of the month or the last day of the month, or you're always going to do it on the 21st of the month, then the Lucello algorithm for Twin Vest tells you to buy 6 shares today. Okay, so that is updated on the current price as well. So that'll update when you hit that little update button over there, and it'll tell you how many shares to buy. So that's cool. So if you were starting with $1 today and you're going to buy 500 a month, you would buy 6 shares today. And then when would you come back in and look at it? You would come back in a month from now, and then you would get the current price of TQQ and they tell you how many to buy next month. So this is, as Lucello explains thoroughly in one of the chapters of the book, a better way of dollar cost averaging. So, and rather than putting your entire 500 into TQQQ every month, or whatever you want the asset to be, it, based on price, will tell you to put more when the price is lower and to put less when this price is higher. So his back testing showed it to be superior to simply dollar cost averaging. So if you want to try that, real easy. Now keep in mind, if you're doing TwinVest, that is totally separate than AIM. Totally separate. So don't get them confused. Okay. So how can we get the latest version of the workbook? Dwayne, I have posted it. And you know what? Let me do it again. Let me make sure, because I made a few extra changes. Let me go in here and let's go to our resources. And I'm going to take this one out, okay? Because I may have made a slight little change or two. Where am I at? And let's go ahead and put it in there while I'm thinking about it. So let's delete this. So it's under our resources tab in our Discord room. Delete that, and then I'll go plus upload a file, and I will upload TTTQ Empire. Oh, won't let me do it because it's, oh, okay. Here we go. Let me close it. Let me close it, oh Bob. And this may be a 2-hour session today. I don't know how long y'all think, but I'm squirming today. Y'all about to see oh Bob just squirm here for a second, because I got to figure out what to do. Because I got a pickle on my hands. This is why we get paid the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. So there we are. It's in our Discord channel under resources, right? And you've got the latest, greatest spreadsheet. All right, let's look at the market. And then, like I say, decisions got to be made. And I'm excited about it. I posted yesterday in our room this, and I want you to really know this, because this is where I'm at right now. I said this. Where did I say this? I said a cool little thing. I realize now that I am fearless when it comes to account drawdowns. I not only talk the talk, but I walk the walk. I'm holding and buying more. Someone gave me a diamond. I'm gonna give myself a diamond. Look at that. Rod gave me a diamond. All right. So I either believe or I don't believe. And I got to figure out which one that I am. But we'll figure it out today. So the markets are down now 1% in the E-minis. The NASDAQ is down 1.50. We are bleeding in the streets, which means our TQQQs are down 4.5%. Oh, behave. So what is a man to do? Well, I don't know. Especially when I look over here. Now, this is the part that's going to scare some of y'all. This part's going to scare you. Ready? I look at the monitor tab and look what it says. I go down here and I got all these warnings. Oh, this account has no available buying power. You are a lazy, good for nothing, fat, black, class wearing, spam, cap wearing, 9-toe, Elton John loving bastard. And then I got a maintenance call for $116.24. They're saying, hey, pal, hey, Tubbs, you better put $116.24 in. Okay, I got you. I got what you're saying, right? You're saying I need to put in 100. I got you. All right. Now, here's the good part. All right. Do I really, really have to do anything? Yeah, probably not. And the reason is because I have a bunch. I don't say a bunch. I've got options expiring today. Everybody see this? So I've got my micros that expiring today. Do I have any black swanish hedges expiring today? Yeah, I got long options, right? So that's where I'm really not cutting into my buying power there. So some of my hedges will certainly lead me today. So what's the problem here, Bob? Well, when these go off, I'm going to be fine with my margin. I'm pretty sure this here, I can either put $113, whatever it is, back into the account, or I can close some stuff to do this. Now, here's the problem. Here's the dilemma. Here's why I woke up and said, Lucello, are you really telling me to do what I think you're telling me to do in this account? And when I go over here, what is Lucello telling me to do? He's telling me, oh, I gotta open it back up. He's telling me, hey, Tubbs, you Elton John black glass wearing son of a gun, you need to be buying a lot of shares today. And then I think to myself, I go, well, I ain't got no buying power to buy any shares, dude. So let's go over here and look, see what it looks like over here. Data is refreshed. So it refreshes when you open it. Okay. Go over here. And if you want to refresh it again, do this. So there you go. It refreshes. It's telling me to buy 73 shares at 59.12. And again, I went through, I double checked. I looked at the concatenations. I looked at the certifications of the pontifications of the listications, and it looked like I got all my formulas right. Who knows? Who knows if I did it right? It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm double checking this stuff. So for me to buy $59.12 of this thing, what does that mean? 59 times 12 times 73, that would cost me $4,315. I ain't got $4,315. So let's see what that looks like. Buying 73 shares. That's why I said there's blood in the street, and part of the blood is mine. So if we go over here to the trade tab, and I go, I'm gonna buy 73 shares. Watch what it does. So I go, I'm gonna buy me 73 shares, old Bobby, old Bob. All right, so let's put that in at 59.30. Then what it tells you is, well, you can't do that, pal, because look what your buying power is going to be for options, and it's going to cost me $3,800 to put on that trade. So now, I'm sitting there going, no, wait a minute. I didn't know I'd run out of cash this fast in the Lucello scenario. And quite frankly, Lucello checked it monthly. I've been checking it daily. Is that smart? Probably no. Is it probably going to make you run out of cash earlier? Well, probably is. So what is a man to do? So my thought process is this. Well, if I'm going to truly follow Lucello, there's a chance I'm probably going to have to take off some of my hedges. Well, that kind of hurts. To take off some of my hedges and to fully put my trust into a man who died in the 70s, or no, he died when, I don't know, maybe early 2000s, and the dude wrote a book in the 70s. I'm going to trust him. So we've got to make that decision. So let's see what that decision is going to be. So let's go over here. And let's just look at some of our, do I have things in groups now or not? Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have things in groups. But you can see clearly here is where my buying power is being taken up. It's being taken up by the micro trades. All right. So let me see what my current buying power is. Current buying power is negative. Negative, it's not bad. It's negative $1,965. All right. So let's just start looking for a second and see if any of this makes any difference whatsoever. So let's go to the micros. And if I close this one, right? So it's made $143 on the day. P&L on the open is, down 1750. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This one's down 150 on the day. I hate closing these things that would just really expire with this other thing, but I got to close some shorts and see if I get some sort of relief on buying power. Now, if I close these long ones, the ones that are positive, right? I'm really not going to get a bump in those. I need to close some of these. So then there's another way of looking at it. Instead of looking at it at expiration, I could actually look at individual trades, right? The individual groups that I could close stuff down. So for example, this entire MES is down $55. Let's look at this. Let's see. This one is up $23.75. It's up 50% on the whole trade. How many days left of that? Let's got 10 days, right? So it looks like I've already closed the short put component. So, I could close that short, but you got to make a decision. Is it more important for me to keep these micro hedges on, or is it more important for me to follow Lucello's model? Oh, that's interesting. See if this gives me any relief. Oh, that sure did. That gave me $900 worth of relief. Wow. All right. So, and I think since that overall trade was positive, I may go ahead and take off the long too. Now I shouldn't get any relief on that. Let's just see if I get any relief. Yeah. Still looking. Oh, what's it saying? Oh, your buying power will be below zero if I close that. Okay, it won't let me close it. All right. So we'll close the short. Let's go to another one. So that's 111.35. Black Swan hedge. Those are only helping me. 111.58. I try to only close the ones that are overall profitable, right? So here's one. It's down just a little bit. There's a 111 that's down a little bit. Micro BSH1, nothing to worry about. 111.68 down. 136. Okay, so that one's up. Let's see how many days that one's got. That's got 10 days as well, right? So I could close this one that has a $248 profit. Let's close that. They close an order. 38. See if we get filled. And boom. That give me another $1,000 worth of buying power. All right, so we closed two. I like that. That instantly has nailed me at almost having positive buying power. All right, so let's see what else we got. Keep looking. Micro BSH. That one is nothing but a loan that expires today. No, nothing there that would help me. There's one that's down. 111.63. That one's down a little bit. Diagonal BSH. That's not going to help anything. This one is up $101. So we could close the short put here with 10 days to go. Overall trade's positive. Create closing order. Will this give me another $1,000 in buying power? Probably. So let's close it. And boom, baby. Now we're back in business just that quick. So let's look. So that was 111.41. How much did I say that it would take me in buying power to do those 73 shares? About 3,000 or 4,000, wasn't it? I can't remember. All right, here's another one that's open. So here's we're going. We're going to close this one for a $71 profit. Close that, create closing order, buy that one. And that gives me, come on, little boy. Let me go back to you. Cancel replace. So they're saying I got to pay a little bit more for it. Let's see if we can fill that. And come on. Yeah, see, this is what people never show you. They never show you, hey, these hard decisions you got to make. And I don't know if we've ever had as hard a decision as what we're making today. Because I'm having to make some really big decisions on whether to get out of my MESs or to just leave them on, let the ones expire today, or am I going to follow Lucello? And I am erring on the side of, hey, I think I need to follow Lucello. I like it. Boom. Now we've got, what's that one? Didn't give me nothing. All right, looks like we're at 1,063. What did I just close? I did close a short, wasn't it? Field orders. Yep, I closed a short. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's go back to our monitor tab. All right, so close that one. We've got about $1,100 of buying power now, so we're good. There's nothing that I've got to do. I don't have to do anything, but I'm wanting to. So this trade overall is up $83. Let's see if we can close the short on it with 10 days out. Create closing order, 81.50. And see if we get any relief here. Oh, that didn't give me relief. Not the relief that I thought we'd get. So we're still about $1,000 out. Let's see. Now I start wondering if I need to close some of the long puts here. That one's up. So the overall trade is up. So let me see if it'll allow me to close this one now. 109.75. We'll sell that one. Yep, we sold that one. Now that increased my buying power a little bit. So let's see what. So we totally closed this entire trade. So let's take that one down. Let's delete it. as we're freeing up buying power. Now, keep in mind, there's nothing else I got to do. There's nothing else that I've got to do. I have cleared up buying power. We got no margin calls. We got no anything. It's just a down day in the market. Do I have to do anything that Lucello tells me to? No. Let's go back to this one. Look, 49th. What do we got here? What's that? 111.49. Oh, so we've got one. You know, it's down $50. I hate to take that off, but I still need. I think I still need to create some buying power. Let me see if I can close that one. See what that'll do. 30, 50, 30, 75. We'll see if we get filled there. Markets are going crazy, y'all. Crazy. Well, those are not giving me the relief that I thought they would. 1136, 1207. Okay, so we're at 1200 now. Now, let's see what else we can do. Anything else, Bob, that you look at and think maybe we can take off? 111.50th. That whole trade is, you know, it's a break-even trade. Let's see if there's something better we can take off. 111.51st, about the same condition. 111.52nd, down a little bit. 111.53rd, down a little bit. So, you know, am I going to be able to take off enough to follow Lucello into the fire today and to do what he's telling me to do, to buy? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we got to do this, don't we? These things are 99.81% taken care of. Well, I guess we can close it. I'm not going to roll it now. I'm just going to close those. Why close them, Bobby? They're only a penny. I got you. I just don't let short options on ETFs or stocks expire. I just, as a rule, I'm going to get out of those. I'm still looking at buying power. That had no effect on buying power whatsoever. Didn't think it would. All right, so we've got the covered calls gone. That was a great decision, by the way, to sell those covered calls. All right, 111.64th is down a little bit. 111.37th is down a little bit. Let's see, BSH 18. Don't worry about our BSHs. 31st, that one's evil, up 160 on the day. Let's see, this one expires today. You know, no need to worry with that one at all. 111.38. That's probably just a long as well. And no, it's got a short on there with 10 days. That one's up 236. I guess we can close that. Let's see what that is. Here. Let's see what else we got. 111.45th is up 76 bucks. What's that included? That's a 10-day option there as well. Now, it's one of these you may say, hey, I closed the whole thing. Let's see. I'm just closing these. I'm closing things. I'm just trying to free up just a little bit of buying power. Go back over here. This out, the whole thing. I'm gonna close the whole thing. I'm just trying to see what some of these things are having an effect on my buying power. Let me get a little less for that. I don't blame you. Let's see. So if I got 99.50, I need to get less. 99.25. We went to Applebee's today. Y'all, that is a good little place. There we go. We got filled. But why'd you cough? You didn't like your Applebee's? Beth, you didn't like your Applebee's? Okay. Well, why'd you cough when I said Applebee's is good? Okay. I thought I closed all that. Oh. I'm gonna close that. Close the order. Sell that one for 50. Just closing some things down. Okay, so we got $1,500 of buying power. So I just want to look now. Let's go back to our monitor tab make sure that, okay, so this entire trade's gone. Let me take some of these off. Told you I was going to be squirming today because I'm trying to decide what I want to do. And what I really want to do is I want to follow what Lucello's telling me to do. So dude's either right or dude's either wrong. And I'm either going to buy into what he's saying is right, or I'm going to say it's wrong. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that one's nice. That's up 100. And again, it's one of those zero, you know, it's up $186, the entire trade altogether. I mean, it's a great trade. You could take the whole thing off. Let me take this one off too. Hate spending commissions on things that would otherwise go down, but I'm trying to make just a little bit of buying power for me. Just a little bit of buying power, Bob. Cancel replace, so we're buying that, so it's making me go up some. Yeah, don't chase it, Bob. I don't want to get out stuff. Gotta get out stuff. That ought to feel. Let me click on y'all, make sure everybody's muted. Everybody mute. Just checking everybody. Yeah, good. All right, now let's see. Did we get out of that one or not? Oh gosh, that one's just going up and up and up. Come on, Bob. Good thing about it is it's not big dollars when you're talking about the micros, but I just want to get out of some stuff. Come on, give me out. That'll definitely get us out, surely. Markets are moving. Still moving. Beth, you're making me nervous by all your coughing down there. She coughed on me when we was at the Applebee's, and I swear, I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? We still not out of that? Unbelievable. Look at that thing just moving, y'all. What is happening in the markets? Look, oh my gosh, look, no wonder. Let's see. Do I want to chase that? Probably not. Let me just cancel that for now. I'm going to chase all these stuff. What else we got? 111 30th, 111 51st. Micro BSH, nothing to worry with there. This one's up $105. What is in it? That's down, but that's up. Overall trade is up. All right, it let us out of that one. This is kind of like, you know, one of those days when, you know, we're going to have the massive crash and we get together and peeling off those black swan hedges. I mean, it's something you just got to go through and do. And you got to figure out what you're doing. So I took that one off, right? Let's see, is that, no, that one's up 196. Is it this one I just finished? Yeah. So that one's finished. Let's take that off. All right. Now, I just want to go look at my overall Greeks now and my buying power. See what we look like. All right. So that is now, wow, that we should have a, okay, so now we're okay to trade. We've closed a lot of stuff. You remember when we first started, this was what? Negative 8,000 and something. So we have cleaned up a lot of stuff. It's just not showing me on my available now. I just wonder what it'll let us do with TQQ now. Let's see what it'll do. If we were to go in and did what Lucello wants us to do. Lucello wants us to buy, oh, it's wrong count. Cello wants us to, what does he want us to do? Cello wants us to buy now 82 shares because it's dropping like a rock. And here's the question. Okay, if it's dropping like a rock now, what if it drops like a rock on Monday, Bob? Are you better to do it now or later? That's the question. I don't know. So if we were to buy 82 shares, like it's saying, what would this thing say if we tried it? T, Q, 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 Q. If we tried to buy 82 shares, what will it let us do? What's our buying power? Yep, so we're still about, what, 2,900 down. So it's still saying, hey, Bob, you got to close some stuff if you're going to do that. You know, it may be a thing that I have to say, well, I can't buy the 82 today. Now, what could I do? I guess I could liquidate TMF if I wanted to really go into the T. But what if we said, hey, let's split the baby. Let's go with 41 shares. Okay, so that's much more doable in the account. Still got to close some stuff though. Let's go squirm some more. Let's go squirm some more, Bob. Let me look at it by date now. So now we've got this one. Closing order. Jeez Louise, 109. Look at that. The mid and the natural. Yeah, I don't want to close that. It's just too big of a gap. Let's go back and see. I mean, you know, as I'm thinking here, you know, maybe I just buy what I can buy. I've cleared up some buying power. And just, you know, our apologies to Lucello, we may not be able to get everything bought today. See what else we got here. 28 days, we got 10 days. 10 days there. Let's see what the bid ask spread is on some of these 10 days. 000. All of my loans are in the money. That's good. 10 days. Let's see. Plus 10 puts. Why not have 10 puts? 10 positive puts. Expiring in 10 days. That must have been some type of black swan hedge. Let's see. What is this one? This one is up $446, down $36.25 today. Closing order. Buy that one at 18. So that was probably one that we sold. Good. Look at that bid, mid and nat, y'all. Do y'all see that? Jeez. Wow. This is interesting. I mean, we got some popping stuff here. Yeah, we'll try to get out of it at that. We are not going to $30. That's for sure. Got to watch these things, y'all. Got to watch them. All right, we got field there. Let's see how our buying power's doing. Still buying power doing there, Bob. Still not doing too good. You old joker, you. Let's see, what else can we do? So we took out that. Took out this one. Down 71, but down to up 247. Create closing order at 37. Jeez Louise. Maybe make me feel better if I start looking at them over here so I can see what I sold and bought things for. Let's go to 28 days. Let's see if we've got. All right, so this one is $25.50, $2,600. This one I sold for $20. Yeah, I sold it for $22.25, right? So, you know, I hate to close things at losses. I really do. 25.75. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's look at a couple things first. How do you treat 111s with a short put is breach? Or you close earlier for a defined stop? I mean, I don't do stop losses and stuff like that, Bernhard. I mean, I keep them on unless you see me doing something like I'm doing today, where I've got to free some trades up to get me some buying power. Because what I really want to do is, I would tell you this: if I was, here's what I should do. I believe in the algorithm so much that I really believe I should probably close any hedge that's preventing me from buying the additional shares that the algorithm's telling me to buy. That's what I should do. So I don't know if you can tell today, I'm not nervous and scared. I'm deliberating on what is my course of action. And the great thing about our session today is you're actually seeing the internal conflict and struggle. Not that we're worried that we're down. That's not the problem at all. I'm worried about what am I doing that should be the plan. And I got to figure it out. Is the plan are the 111s greater than the algorithm of AIM? Because theoretically, I could run AIM without any hedge if I simply follow the algorithm. We put the hedges in there just to kind of, brace ourselves in the event, that it was hard to handle. So my thought process is I would almost shut down any 111 trade that is preventing me from accomplishing my goal of purchasing 82 shares. So whereas a lot of you will look at individual trades, I don't look at the individual trades. I just look at my overall Greeks. What am I doing today to make a move on my Greeks? So let's look at the overall Greeks, because I didn't look at them. When I looked a while ago, I'm looking mostly at my buying power. Let's just look here for a second. Let's see what no, Bob, take them out of Greeks. All right, let's see what we got. So overall, I've got 211 there. I've reduced my delta significantly. Y'all see that, right? 211 here, 118 here. VIX gives me negative 19, negative 68 on my MES. There's my Black Swan hedges, my TMF. We're not having a terrible day. That's the great thing. I mean, we're not having a terrible day. It's just that I got to, release buying power so that I can do what Lucello is asking me to do. So let's see. Vega is a little high. Theta is negative. So I probably definitely need to, make some adjustments there. But remember, the driver of our engine is not theta anymore. So I would almost say any MES trade that's getting in my way of doing what Lucello tells me to do, I need to shut you down. I need to close you. I need to get out of you and just, the problem is, some of these have such wide bid-ask spreads. I'm just not ready to jump in that. Hey, because I don't have to do anything today. Now that's what you always got to tell yourself too. I don't have to do nothing, right? It said I had a maintenance requirement of what, $100, and I've closed enough to satisfy that. So while I'm having an internal dialogue with myself on what to do, I can always tell myself I don't have to do nothing. I'm done. What I'm trying to do is to open up a little bit of buying power so I could do what I want to do. What do I want to do? I want to buy those 82 shares is what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to buy these 82. I want to have over 500 shares of TQQQ. Remember, I'm building an empire and I'm not scared to death about the price that's going down. In fact, I am elated that this price is going down. I want to accumulate shares on our way to the empire. Let's update it again. Look at this. Isn't this cool how it does that? That's only 77, so it's going up some. So why don't we do this? While I'm got this internal dialogue going on, well, I don't want to do part of them if I'm going to do all of them. But am I going to do all of them? I don't know, Bob, if I can close enough stuff to be able to do all of them. That's my problem. Let's look. Let's see what we can do. And with the assurance that I've done enough, I have done all that I need to do. I can get out, I can go party, I can go look for my duck, I can go hunt me a goat, whatever I want to do, I can do. So do you want to close some of these? The overall trade's down $56. What's that going to do to my buying power if I close them? don't know. What I wish it would do, look, what I wish it would do is show you what this is as far as the buying power. Let me try something else. I'm gonna go, this is 11157. Let's go to the Analyze tab. Let's go to MES. Let's go 1 expiration. Now let me just pull up the groups. Let's see, show all high simulations. That was 11157, right? Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is telling me that this particular trade, let's make sure this is the case, is taking up $773 worth of buying power. Everybody see that? So that's at, you know, T0 right now, T0. This is taking up $773 worth of buying power. So if I want to buy an additional $773 worth of the TQQQs, I could simply take that off. So why don't we try that? So remember, we sold this for 20. We'll create a closing order. It says I'm gonna have to buy it or sell it for what we bought it for 20. I can sell this for $26.50. All right, I could sell it for that. We bought it for 20. We remember doing that. See if it'll let us, maybe. Oh, we got filled. Yeah, good. All right, and then let me close this short. Okay, 48.25. Let's see if that gives us the $700 in buying power that we were looking for. That's the best way to do it. Make us pay a little more. 48.50. And again, the bid asks are kind of wide here. Yeah, we got out at 48.50. So that gave us a little bit of buying power. It looks like, you know, even though it said it was $700 worth of buying power, it looks like that's not exactly what it gave me though. So we're out of that. So let's see what we got now. Let's see. What are you doing, Bob? Oh, you're taking this off, aren't you? Wait a minute. Why is that not updating? That should be able to be deleted. There it is, delete group. So we can delete that group. We've got that out. Let's see what else we got. We got 11135th with 10 days to go. And so you could actually go over here and go, well, what's that taking up? So we'll go to the Analyze tab. We go to 11135th. See, that's not the problem. So that's taking up $26.58 in buying power on the 11135th. Let's go back over here and find something else. 11158. What's that composed of? All right, let's see how much buying power that's taking. 11158. $636 of buying power. So what did I say that one was 58? Let's try to close another one. And I don't want to just, you know, close for the heck of closing, but I want to buy shares, y'all. I am really looking to buy some shares. So we bought that for 20. We can sell it for $24.75. Maybe we can sell it for 25. Let's see if we can sell it for 2,500. Or for $25, sorry. 24.75. You got to do these in quarter increments on the micros. Here we go. So we're out of that. Pull off another one. And the problem is, it doesn't look like, I guess with the, yeah, it's giving me a little bit of buying power, just not a lot. So 50.75. Okay. So we're at, you know, $2,000 worth of buying power now. I mean, it's not giving me the relief that I need. So I can make a decision that, you know, am I going to have to close every single image? Am I willing to do that? I don't think I am. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop where I'm at. I'm going to say, how many can I buy? And I think I'm going to buy them. So Lacello is telling me, oh, Bob O'Powell, to refresh stock price, to buy 79 shares at 58.57. Let's see what we can buy. I know I want to do enough to do me 5 covered calls. I know I want to do that. So that would be I have 426, yeah, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to get, oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, get the right account, Bob. No. Name Empire. Yeah, there we go. So I need 34 shares. Need 34 at 58.60. Let's see if we get that. 34 shares at 58.60. 34 shares, 58.60. Let's get 34 of those. See what the buying power on that would be. Oh man, we could almost do it, y'all. 31.78. Unbelievable. Let's see if it'll let me do it. It'll probably say you don't have the buying power this much. So it's going to let me do it. It's 34. Cancel replace. 58. Let me see what's going over in the other account. 58. Well, QQQ is going for 58.73. 58.74. Prices are moving. Yeah. There we go. So we're in on 34 shares. That gives me 500. And I'm just going to be done with that. So let's do this. We bought 34 shares at 58.6885. 58.6885. 58.6885. 58.6885. We did TQQQQ. 34 shares at 121.22. And then you got to put no, right? Because it's not new capital. Oh, and I changed one other thing. When I was going through my formulas this morning, I put new capital withdrawal rebalancing or new underline. So if you're putting in new capital to buy TQQQ, which I did the other day, you're going to put no, right? No, if you're doing new capital, you put yes. If you're doing a withdrawal, you're selling shares to convert them to cash so you can withdraw from your account, then you're going to put yes as well. So this is just a signal. So we put no. So we got 34 shares. So that should say now that we've got 500 shares of TQ. Everybody with me? We now have 500 TQ. And now our cost basis went from 64 something down to 63.70. All right, now let's look at the direction of the market. Now let's look and see what we think about, because I'm really thinking about doing the calls again. I really like doing that this last week. So let's look at NQ specifically. Okay, where's NQ? All right, NQ is, this would be fairly value. This would be oversold. We are overbought for the fair value range below it. Now, knowing that we're overbought, what does that mean? Overbought means, oh, why would that not let me do it? Where's my hand? Overbought will, aren't you using stop buying power? It says you have stop buying. Yeah, I do have stop buying power. The only problem is when you do, even when you buy stocks, though, it'll count some against your options power as well. So that's the one thing I'm looking at is my options buying power. And I understand exactly what you're saying. So this says overbought for this area below it. So if I'm looking at this chart, even though the point of control is here, even though we might expect these gaps to fill, what price is telling me is we're overbought. And if we're overbought, there is a really high chance that we're going to go back into this area. So what would I want to do? Maybe sell those calls again? Yeah, I think I'm going to sell those calls again. Now, we'll get all kind of things that we can do here as well on it, because we don't have to do 5. We could do 4 covered calls, right? We could do 3, we could do 2, we could do 1. But let's see what we can do with our covered calls. How much money we could bring in on our thing here. How much premium we could bring in. All right, so where would we go? I like the 7 days. Right, we're going to sell covered calls. Good Lord, look at the premium, y'all. Look at that. At the money. We could go 42% probability in the money, 40. You could do 38, right? So you can still give yourself, room for this thing to go up a little bit. But look at this, $3 at a 41%, 40 delta, 39 delta, 49. That's $1,200 that we could bring in an income. Let's see if we look at that, 2, 3, 4. And that should take 0 buying power. Yeah, 0 buying power. So if we let us do it, we're saying it's that much for, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. We have the stock buying power, we just don't have the option buying power. And let's see what we can do there. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. So I did 4 of them. Oh, I should have done 5. Let's do another. We did 4, did 5. Let's try to get $3 for that. There we go. So now we should have 5 covered calls, and that brought us in 5 times 3 should have been about 1,500. All right. So what am I going to do with those? Let's go put those in their little group. And I think we're about done. Let's see what else we want to do. We're about done. TTQ covered calls, and it shows 0. So we're going to put our little thingamajigs down here into our covered calls. The group. Let's see it. Let me change this. Application settings. Look and feel. Apply something. All right, so we'll put these into the covered calls. Group, TQQ Empire, TQQQ covered calls. And let's see if there's something else we need to do. Nope, all of our MS stuff is the stuff we closed. That's kind of cool, right? It shows you the ones that, we closed for the day. So those are all gone. I think the ES is just a remaining trade. And I understand totally what you're saying about as far as, could you sell additional stock? I'm always looking at what it does on my options buying power as well. I just don't want my options buying. I try to keep all my buying power, sufficient to do what I need to do. The great thing is now I've got plenty of positive buying power, so I don't have to worry anything about this maintenance call. Maintenance call's gone. I'm done for the day. I've got my shares. I've got my stuff in place. Everything's ready. Could I buy additional shares? Maybe, yeah. I just don't want to push it on all that buying power. I just don't want to push it too much. All right, questions. How are y'all feeling about everything? I mean, to me, it's an exciting time to see that you would come in here and go, oh my God, this thing is, say buy 58 shares. I mean, that's the coolest thing. I mean, and again, I was looking at it and go, can that be right? That's a lot of shares. And I kind of think it is. After I went through it, here's what I would encourage you to do, right? Because some of y'all are running this and you're like, what I do, Bob? What I do? I want you to go. I want you to take the Licello book like I took. And I want you to go and I want you to unhide all of these little things in here. Click on there, click on that, click on. Go look at my formulas. Make sure if we're going to do this, that we're doing it right. We know that safe is 10% of our stock value, right? We know that portfolio control is made up of certain things. I checked that today. My portfolio control is correct. I checked my trigger. I checked my action tab. So I checked E minus J. Yep. I checked all of that today and all my formulas seem right. But don't trust me. God forbid, don't trust me. Go in, check this stuff yourself and see if you're seeing the same thing. What I did is I actually opened Licello's book, and here's what I did. So when I was checking portfolio control, just show you exactly what I did. I opened my Kindle. I took Licello's words, and I did a search in Kindle. I'll show you exactly how I did it. So here it is. And then I do the little search button over here. and I say, hey, Bob, have you got portfolio control correct? Portfolio control. Did that search? It brought me to all instances of portfolio control. See, when you have to withdraw funds from your AIM program for an emergency, if you need 1,000, take 500 from your cash reserve, sell 500 stock, you've got 1,000. Now reduce your portfolio control by 500. And then I had to say, okay, so if it's a withdrawal, I have to put yes. And if it's yes, I have to blah, blah, blah. So I went through the logic of all of that. All right, Mitch says it's been really helpful to hear your thought process as you work through what to close up to free margin. I had to close a short put from a SBH early to free up margin. If I had closed yesterday, it would have been a smaller loss, but I was willing to take the risk of seeing what would bring, what it would bring. Yeah, and keep in mind, I told you today, you're going to see me squirm because I've got internal, not fear. I've got to make sure that I'm doing what I think is right, and I'm having to choose. You need to be aware. I'm having to choose. Do I want to continue having my 111 zone, or do I want to, buy the additional shares of stock? So let's just look. If I were to go ahead and buy 58 more shares, let's just see what it would say. I probably got the stock power. The stock buying power to do it, right? So if I wanted to buy 58 more shares, let's look at it. So we'll hit the ask. What happens if we buy 58 more shares? Make sure we're looking at the right thing. All right. So here's what I'm looking at. So yeah, it says I've got stock power, right? It's going to be $3,000 thing. The problem is, and this is the good point that y'all brought up, is it's now saying, that what's it going to have a result on my buying power for options? So I'm always looking at this number, and you're looking at this number, my buying power for stock. I got it. Could I buy the stock? Yeah. I'm just looking at what does it do to my options buying power? Now, would it let me put in the trade? Probably so. Now, who knows? But when I see this go negative, I'm not willing or wanting to do that. It's just me. So I'm always looking at buying power. And I showed y'all how to go into the Analyze tab to kind of get a feeling for what these individual trades are taking up as buying power. Let's go back to that one more time before we let everybody go. And I've got some work I got to do in the other account as well. And I'll just go through the same process that I did here. So it's kind of cool, right, that you can go to the Analyze tab and you could say, let me about some of these MES positions. We go over here to single symbol. And when you've got them in groups, that's the only way you can do this. Make sure under your monitor tab that you've got groups checked. If you can't check them by group. So you'll go up here, right, and you make sure you show groups. Then you go to the Analyze tab, and then you can look at your group. So if you said, how much buying power is 11160 taking? Now 23332. So that's 11161, taking up $1,100 of buying power. So y'all kind of see how you can see what your biggest buying power offenders are, right? You put those in and just kind of over here and see what is the current, buying power reduction. That's not the problem. 11120/35 is not the problem. So it's some of the others. And then you can make your decisions on, what, I want to close this one? It's taking up $2,241 in buying power. Well, maybe, because it's taking up a lot of buying power if you're using your buying power to put on other trades. So yeah, it's really a great day. It's a great day because what's going to happen is we're going to find out if this dang algorithm works or not. Now that's what we needed to know. We need to know, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? So I'm loving what we're doing today. I love seeing this going way down and us getting a thing saying, hey, you got to buy 77 shares, dude, and going, I don't have enough money to buy 77 shares. Okay, well, you got to free something up. You're going to kind of do what we're saying here. So now, can you imagine? I don't know what we started out with. How many shares did we start out with? We started out with, when we first started our little program, let's go to our AIM strategy here. We started out with 243 shares. Isn't that great? Now, did we have a split? Yeah, we had a split. We know that. So, we started out with 243 shares. We had a split. And so now we've got, 500 shares. Kind of cool as we're building our empire. We've got over twice as many shares as when we started. And of course, we've sold some of them, taking profits. But now we're getting the big, humongous signal. Hey, buy. So cool stuff. All right, good deal. So y'all have let's say, wait a minute. Maybe I missed something that you said here, but Discord doesn't actually have the workbook in it. I thought it did. Let's go back to Discord. Discord resources. Wait. Is it not there? Did I not hit the enter key? What is that? It looks like it's there. Spoiler attachment, modify attachment, remove attachment. It's there, right? Can y'all see that or not? Download that and then right click on it, and maybe it's not there. Let me delete it and try to do it again. Pause. Yeah, maybe you need to restart this. So watch, upload a file. TTQQ Empire. There it is. Cindy, hold on. Close it. Make sure y'all can get it because I want to make sure. Okay, Beth has no clue what Discord is. Hey, Beth is one of my Alabama students. Roll Tide. Yay, Alabama, drown them tide. Every Bama man behind you, here's your stride. Go teach the Bulldogs to behave. All right, here we go. Now let's get in here. All right, and then I'll hit enter. There it is. I probably didn't hit the enter key. So now you can go into Discord. Okay, so Beth has no idea what Discord is. All right, Beth, I'm gonna send you a link so you can join our Discord channel. All right, well, yeah, it was my fault. I didn't hit the enter key. Hold on, let me get something for Beth. Invite people. All right, Beth, I'm gonna invite you. Philip, yeah, okay, so y'all just get it in chat here, okay? Before we close here, make sure everybody's got our thing to get into our Discord room. All right, so why the Discord room? For those of you that are my Alabama students, let me tell you why. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see a lot of traders in there, and some that are learning and some that are very experienced. And so we've got resources in there. We've got spreadsheets that you can use. We've got white papers. We've got my dissertation in there on hedges. We've got all kinds of things. But great thing we have is a great community of people. So there's a great community of people that are in there that are willing to help you to become a better trader and a better investor. Oh, and let me tell everybody something too. Y'all saw this yesterday, but I was messaging Tom Sosnoff. Now, some of you guys from Alabama especially are like, who in the God's name is Tom Sosnoff? Tom Sosnoff is, he's the man. He's the one that come up with this. He's the one that founded Thinkorswim, this platform that I use. And so he sold this to TD Ameritrade for $750 million. Cha-ching. Oh God, my kids are home. And then he founded Tastyworks and Tastytrade, and they sold this to IG Group for $1 billion, right? So Tom has agreed to speak to our University of Alabama class. And so all of you are invited to attend that. And we're going to open that up to the entire department at the University of Alabama. It's going to be really, really good. So, I mean, this dude, traded over $1 billion in his companies before, and he's going to be speaking to you guys. And I cannot wait. He's an engaging speaker. He'll do a great job. So really, really, really good. All right. Oh, let's see. I did that to Beth. Hold on a second. Philip, can you see this? Hold on. Make sure everybody's got the Discord. Participant can chat with. This is to Beth Hudson. I want to go to everyone. Okay, here it is. Yeah, isn't that cool? Tom Sosnoff, as Beth calls him, but I'm not going to tell him that Beth calls him Tom Sosnoff. All right, so everybody's got the Discord link there. Make sure you grab it before we say bye. So everybody, okay, good, Philip. So y'all can join our Discord group. We got over 300 people in there. Most people don't participate. Some do. We meet, for anybody that's new, we meet every day. We meet Monday through Friday, normally at 12 Eastern time, except for Friday when Beth and I go to lunch at the Applebee's. and have us some fiesta lamb chicken. All right. Good day, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see y'all.